Hey guys, so I'm going to be heading to Greece for a work trip later this week, and I'm really excited and in the midst of packing everything for the trip. But today I wanted to share with you guys exactly what I'm going to be bringing on this trip, as well as my kind of travel capsule wardrobe, if you will. I'm going to be gone for about 10 days, and I'm planning on bringing 10 items of clothing for that trip. So today I want to share with you guys exactly what I pack, how I pack it, and just kind of overall share with you guys what are my travel essentials and how I pack everything up for my longer trips. Especially when you're going overseas, there are obviously some extra things that you want to make sure that you bring with you, so I'm going to be walking you through all of that today. And yeah, I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's get started with clothing, and I'm going to be bringing 6 shirts with me on this trip, and it is still t-shirt weather in Greece, and so 2 of these are tank tops, and then I'm going to be bringing 4 t-shirts, and I've picked them in fairly neutral colors with specifically 2 pattern shirts, which hopefully will give me some variety so that I can have some options for dressing up or dressing down. And I think that especially some of these more neutral options are going to be great for re-wearing shirts. I can always just flip the top and pants that I'm wearing things with so that I don't have to repeat the exact same outfit multiple days on the trip. I'm also going to be bringing 3 bottoms with me on the trip, and Greece is experiencing that kind of in-between transitional seasonal weather, and so I'm going to be bringing a combination of shorts and jeans on this trip. And between these 3 pairs, we've got some different color options that are really going to allow me to combine it with my shirts for a pretty versatile wardrobe for the 10 days that I'll be gone. Now, I did mention that I'm going to be bringing a 10th item, and that's going to be this ultra comfortable cardigan that I absolutely love for traveling. A lot of people say to bring a blanket on a plane, but I say there's no need. When you've got a cardigan like this, it's kind of like a cocoon cardigan that wraps you up. And so I can not only wear this on the plane, obviously, but if there are some cooler nights, I can definitely wear it with one of my shirts. And I think it's going to be super comfortable, great for traveling, and just so that you guys know, I'm probably not actually going to be traveling with this in my actual suitcase because I do always wear it when I'm going on a plane. So yeah, just a simple black cardigan that I'm going to be adding to this to kind of round out the clothing I'll be taking on the trip. Now, of course, I'm not including this in the 10 items, but I did also just want to throw out there that I'll be bringing a pair of pajama shorts and possibly a pair of leggings for on the plane. I haven't decided on the leggings yet, but definitely the pajama shorts. I want something comfortable to sleep in. And then in this reusable cotton bag, I keep my combination of socks, bras, underwear, everything like that. It just makes it finding everything really easily, and as I get towards the end of my trip, I can also use it as a dirty laundry bag, which is fantastic. So yeah, I've just got things like my Organic Basics bras in here, Harry Potter socks, and some underwear. So nothing too special to see in here, but this is kind of how I store all of my undergarments when traveling. So all of those clothing items fit really seamlessly into the one half of my suitcase, which makes traveling super easy. Let's talk about next though what I keep on the other side of the suitcase, which is a little bit more of a miscellaneous section. First off, let's talk about toiletries. And I have 2 bags where I keep toiletries, obviously because it is a carry-on suitcase. The TSA and just general, when you're traveling globally, you have to keep all of your liquids in a nice little Ziploc bag. This is a reusable quart-sized Ziploc bag that is looking a little gross for wear. It's been used a lot, but I do like the fact that it's reusable and I can just kind of like toss it underneath my cabinet and pull it out whenever I need it, so I'm not always having to go through plastic bags. But anyways, so let's talk about first what I keep in this. And I don't travel with that many liquid toiletries, so I do keep some non-liquid items in here. First off, I keep my bamboo toothbrush in this nice little reusable case that I've had for a long time. And then next up, I have 2 travel size shampoo and conditioners. And what Christopher and I actually do with our shampoo and conditioner when we're buying the travel size is we kind of each have 1 travel size shampoo and 1 travel size conditioner. And before we go on a trip, we'll typically refill the travel size bottles from our larger shampoo and conditioner bottles. So yeah, there's kind of a mixture of different shampoos and conditioner in here, but I do like these bottles and they work really well for travel. Okay, I also keep my BB BB cream in here. I'm not really a foundation person, but I do love a good BB cream with SPF. This one's from Burt's Bees, and I've been using it all summer and really enjoying it. I do also keep coconut oil in this little container that I use to remove any eye makeup. I'll once again just refill this little guy anytime I'm running low. Okay, I do like smelling good when I'm traveling, so I do have a little travel perfume that I go with. This is the Sea Perfume by Giorgio Armani. And yeah, I just love the way that it smells, and it's always fun, I don't know, just using a little bit of it, and this is a really great, convenient travel-sized option. I also have a travel-sized toothpaste. My dentist gives these out, and so I just kind of use whatever I have on hand. I usually have at least one of them from my most recent dentist trip. And then the last thing I keep in here, not a liquid, but this is the little pouch that I keep all the jewelry that I bring on trips with me. So just a few things that I keep in here. The first off is a beautiful pair of earrings. I also have, it's a little tangled up right now, a necklace and a ring. Super simple, but does make it feel like I can get dressed up a little bit more. And this is just like a little plastic container that I've had for a long time that I just kind of throw in here, and it fits perfectly. So all my liquids fit in here, and then in this pouch right here is where I keep all of my makeup, deodorant, and things like that. So first off, looking in here, it's kind of a combination of anything that's not a liquid but still a toiletry. So I have my deodorant, I have mascara, I have a really nice wood comb, I've been loving this, eyeshadow, eyebrow gel cream stuff, the things that I use to do my eyebrows. I think it's a gel. And then I keep a pair of tweezers. I have a lip cheek duo, so I can use this as either blush or lipstick. And then I have a pair of nail clippers, an eyebrow brush, an eyeshadow brush, and all of that fits in here with plenty of space. And then the only other toiletry or getting ready related item that I bring is my curling wand. And what can I say? I like having my hair a little bit curled, and especially in more humid climates, I kind of need a little bit of heat to make my hair hold its natural curls. And in my carry-on suitcase proper, there are only a couple more items that I'll put in there. First off is a little reusable bag. This one is super cute with little pineapples on it. And I feel like whenever I go traveling, I always have a need for a reusable bag. And I think this is a great one just to be able to tuck away in the suitcase. Fits really well and comes in handy all the time. And then I typically like to travel on slightly longer trips with 3 pairs of shoes. The first off are a simple pair of running shoes that I'll be wearing while I'm on the plane. And then in addition to that, I usually like to bring my Everlane Day Glove shoes, which are an extremely versatile pair of flats that dress up and dress down. And they're also extremely comfortable, and I can literally walk for miles in them. And then with both of the pairs of shoes that I put in my suitcase, I do keep them once again in these little cloth bags that I wash when I get home. It's super easy, that way I don't need to have my shoes mixing with any clothing or toiletries. And then the other pair of shoes I'm going to be bringing once again in a cloth bag is going to be these Birkenstocks. It's just really nice to have comfortable shoes when you're traveling, and I think that the temperatures are going to be warm enough that I'm still going to want to have a pair of sandals on hand. Yeah, they're just very versatile shoes, so I think I'll get a lot of use out of these too. So that's everything that I'm going to be bringing in my carry-on suitcase, and I should probably note here that it is fairly empty right now. I am going to be adding in a little bit of work equipment, so I'm going to be bringing a tripod, a microphone, things like that with me because this is going to be a work trip. But if we're talking about just what I would pack if I was going on vacation or something like that, that is kind of the clothing and what would be in that suitcase. So the other item that I almost always travel with is a backpack, and that's because when you are on a plane, you can't really access anything in that suitcase that is stored above the plane's overhead compartment. And because I like having things accessible and on hand under my seat, I do typically also bring a backpack with me. This is an ISM backpack that I've had for about 1.5 years now, and I use this all the time, but especially it's great for traveling because of the really wisely designed compartments that it has. So let's start with what's in the top compartment, and primarily this space is designed for a laptop, and so I do keep mine in there because it's really well padded and protected. I don't need to have an additional case for it outside of that, but I do like knowing that I can bring this with me. Like I said, this is a work trip, so bringing a computer with me is kind of a must. So the second part of this pocket is definitely not designated for anything crucial to my trip, but when you're going on long plane journeys, I always like having something fun to do, and I usually like bringing some kind of fun, like little artistic thing. So what I have been really getting into lately is embroidery. I find it really fun and relaxing, calming, and I think it will be great for a plane trip. So I'm going to be bringing this little piece of I don't know, cloth that I want to embroider, and I have a few different pieces of yarn and a pair of scissors that go with it. I've also brought things like watercolors before, or different kinds of pencils so I can sketch. There are lots of different options, but for me personally, when I'm going on a longer trip, like to have a little something fun to do. So for sure, it's not completely necessary, but it is definitely a nice little, I think, addition to what I typically bring when I'm traveling. Okay, next up you have the little zip pocket on the inside, and the two things I keep in there are this little book that carries in its side of it. It kind of acts as a passport protector for me. As well as either a sketchbook, to-do list, whatever I need it to be. But its main purpose is to serve as protection for my passport and green card, so I just kind of slide that in there and tuck that in the pocket. And then I also keep in here a little pair of earbuds that are held together with this little hair clip, which can also come in handy if I'm in need of a hair clip at any point. Okay, so now we've reached the main section of this backpack, and in this section, two of the biggest things that I keep in here are my little travel camera. This is the Canon M50, and this is a fantastic sized camera just for traveling. If I ever want to vlog or take pictures and not carry around my massive camera, it's always nice to have, and so I like keeping it in my backpack in case I want to take pictures while I'm traveling on the plane or anything like that. And then I also keep this pineapple canvas bag in here, and in this I hold most of my electronic cords. So I've got the cord to my computer in here. I also have an external battery charger that has, I think, 3 full charges on this, and I'll use that either for my laptop or for my computer in situations like that. And then the other thing that I keep in here is just my adapter, because I have a MacBook without typical, like, normal outlets. If I want to plug in a USB to charge my phone or anything like that, it's kind of necessary. So yeah, keep that with me. And then looking at the pockets in that main section, I have a Meow Meow Tweet lip balm, a scrunchie, some pills that I use. There's a combination of things in here, from ibuprofen to Dayquil, anything that like could come up while I'm traveling that I would like medicine for. I try to keep at least one of in here. And then I also have a silk eye mask that I'll use on the planes, or if it's really bright where I am staying. I have a very difficult time sleeping if it's not dark in my surroundings, so it's always nice to travel with that. I also have my wallet, which you guys have seen before. And then the very last thing that I take with me is my phone charging cord, and iPhone, of course. But yeah, want to make sure that I can charge my phone while I'm gone, and it's kind of a necessity. So yeah, once again, everything fits really easily in here with some room to spare, which is going to be great because I'm thinking I might add some treats to take with me to eat on the plane, so I don't necessarily need to buy the super expensive food that's at the airport. So there you have it. That's everything that I bring with me for overseas travel. I think what this really boils down to is being able to find a capsule wardrobe, or at least pieces that you can mix and match when you're traveling, so you can travel a bit more light when it comes to clothing, and then also finding efficient means of organizing everything that you're bringing with you as well. I think those are kind of two keys that have helped me to be able to be a lot more minimal when I'm traveling, to the point where I have room to spare in my suitcase, which allows me to not have to pack anything else and fit all of my electronic equipment in there that I didn't share in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video though, and I'm curious to know, what are your travel essentials? What's something that you cannot live without when you're traveling? I want to hear about it, so let me know that in the comments below. And also, if you guys enjoyed this video and haven't subscribed already, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button below. I post weekly on this channel about minimalism and intentional living, and I would love to have you guys join me for that. But that's everything I have for you guys today. I love you guys all so much. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!